Shalom, everyone. Welcome back to a brand new year with all kinds of wonderful possibilities to it. And God willing, this should be a wonderful year and a good year for everyone. This week's Torah portion, we read about Noah and the flood and how Noah and his family entered into the ark together with all the animals, seven of every clean kind, male and female, two of every unclean kind, male and female, into the ark. And off they sailed uh, and they avoided being drowned in the waters of the flood. And the Torah tells us that in the ark, all the animals existed peacefully. It says that the verse goes that the wolf shall lay down with the lamb, and the leopard shall lay down with the young goat, as referred to in the prophet Yeshayahu, really took place in the ark. That ferocious animals dwelt peacefully with non-ferocious animals, with meat-eating animals together with non-meat-eating animals. They all dwelt peacefully and they coexisted very well together. And this is really an allusion to the times of Mashiach, the Messiah, when the Jewish people will dwell with all of the nations of the world and everyone will be peaceful and not warlike, and there won't be any wars, as the prophet Isaiah says, neither shall they learn war anymore. Nation shall lift up its sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. This is something, an allusion to something that we hope and pray will happen very, very soon. In a world that there are so many wars going on and so many conflicts happening all over the world, whether it's in Ukraine or whether it's in Africa or in parts of Europe or China with Taiwan and all kinds of places where conflicts exist. During the times of Mashiach, these things will not happen. People will finally get along with each other and be able to dwell peacefully with each other. This is something that we all hope and pray for. But what causes that to happen? Why? How will that happen? It'll only happen because God wants it to happen. Really, nations don't do it by themselves. Arabs don't make peace with Israelis on their own. In fact, many people believe it'll never happen in this day and age. Only with the times of Mashiach will that happen. People, unfortunately, disagree with each other and they cause violence with each other and they have all kinds of arguments with each other, which lead to wars and conflicts all over the world. And it's a very sad thing. But the fact is that when we think that we are all here in this one big world and we all need to get along with each other in the world, they say that the astronauts that went to the moon looked down on the earth and they thought to themselves, it's such a small place, really. It's Earth of ours. It's a small place and a very beautiful place. They saw so much blue all over in the skies. They could see these things from outer space. And they wondered, why is it that people don't get along in such a small area, in such a small place? It's a sad thing. We find that people who live in the same households very often don't get along with each other in their own household. What is their argument? This one doesn't like what this one is doing, and this one sees the world differently than that one. There's differences of politics and difference of religion, and so on and so on. But unfortunately, these things really are happening and they're a regular part of life. And it's a very sad thing. Maybe we need to get along with each other. We have to realize that we are all in this together. And God has put us on this earth to make it into a dwelling place where His divine presence will live and exist. And that's really the challenge of life is to get along with each other and to make this world into a holy place. Candlelighting the Shabbos in San Diego is at 5:43. I want to wish you all a good Shabbos.